Hi guys, so I wanted to share with you my Finish 5 by Fall update number 1. So I did join this a little bit later than some other people, and I did choose kind of easy projects because this is the first seasonal project pan that I've just tried to do, I believe. So I kind of wanted to make sure that I didn't feel time pressure. So I have already finished one item and I've made some significant headway on some others, and there's a little change that I have to do too. So let's start with the finished. So I finished up my MAC Fix Plus. This was a sample size. I believe it was up here. There's like a little dot where it was. This was okay. There's still some liquid in there, but it won't squirt out properly. I liked how small it was. I thought it was a pretty fine mist actually when I was using it, until I went back to my favorite, my Evian spray, and I was like, oh no, this is way finer of a spray. So I don't know that I would repurchase this. I mean, maybe if I felt like treating myself, I would. I'll probably reuse this packaging because I don't believe you can back to MAC it and fill it with another type of spray that I have, because I like how small this is and I like that it locks with that little locking mechanism. But I'm glad I used that up because somehow I ended up with a bazillion setting sprays, so it's good to just try and clear some of those out. The next product that I made a lot of good progress on was this perfume. This is the Harajuku Lovers G. This is the original. So that first line up there is where I was in the beginning, and that line is where I am now pretty much. So I've used quite a bit of this. This is a much smaller fragrance than normal perfumes. This only has 10 mils in it, so I knew it was a small fragrance, but it is rather old, and I've been trying to sort of whittle down my fragrances as well. This is definitely a summer scent, which is another reason I put it in, and I wanted to try and make sure I use it consistently. I will say, so this is how you spray it. The sprayer is annoying because the straw is at the center, but so you have to hold it like perfectly level once it starts to get down pretty far. So that's a little annoying, but other than that, this one's going okay. And yes, I have to take off my nail polish. So this one's going okay, and I think I'll be done with this probably next. I've also made pretty significant progress on my Laura Geller Balance and Brighten in Porcelain. I have been self-tanning and using a bronzing primer and doing things like that, so this was a little light for me, but pan, I don't think I had hit pan before in the last video or the first video, but I knew I was going to hit pan quickly. I've used up several of these before, so I kind of know how fast they go. I don't have much more left of that, so that'll probably be done after the fragrance. And I've mainly just been using this sort of in the center of my face. I've been doing sort of a very contoured, bronzed up look lately. Also wanted to finish this up. This is a pressed pigment. This is MAC Vanilla, and I pressed it in this pan. Trying to see if there's a way. You can kind of see there's a dip. Not too much significant progress really. I use this every day as a cheek highlight. I use my ring finger usually and just swirl it on and put it on the tops of my cheeks and sort of around my brow bone. Is that the word? I really love this pigment. It just gives a really beautiful gold sheen, and it's actually really nice over stronger blushes. It seems to help tone them down a little bit for me, and it just looks very beautiful. Yeah, you're not getting a really good, yeah, it seems to be difficult for me to show you, but anyway, I've been enjoying this, so you know, no worries about that. I like using that. So my fifth item was actually 3 mini primers, deluxe size samples of primers, and I had the Becca Evermatte Colorless Priming Perfector, the Coverfx Illuminating Primer, and the MAC Prep and Prime. So I did use the MAC one a couple of times, so I have made some progress on that. I tried to use this Becca one. This makes my skin feel awful. I just feel my skin feels terrible when I use this. I don't have oily skin, so I am not the people they're going after with this. I try to use it like 2 or 3 times, and it makes my skin feel like I put Elmer's glue on it or something. Like I hate it. I hate it. I hate it. And I hate it. So I'm going to give this to a friend who's oily because I'm not going to use this. So I took that one out. So I'm left with two. Honestly, I haven't been using either of these that much. I did use the MAC one a couple of times. I've been using more my Becca Bronzing Skin Perfector as my primer because I've really been enjoying quite a bronzed up look. I have been self-tanning as well. So these are probably going to get worked on in like September. I guess that's when fall is. So I'll try and start using it more, but I just have been enjoying that, and I don't see a reason to deprive myself of using that item that I enjoy that I paid for when I didn't even pay for these. So I do want to use these up. I just want to enjoy that while I can. And I don't know, maybe I could use both these up in 3 weeks. This really doesn't have that much in it, so we'll see. So that's my Finish 5 by Fall update. Pretty decent progress on some of them. At least finished the perfume and the powder yet. I'm not so sure about these primers, but I did want to update you guys to let you know as well that I'm not going to be working on this. It was not good for my skin, and my friend who's oily will enjoy it much more than I would. So how are you guys doing on your Finish 5 by Fall? Alright guys, I'll talk to you later. Bye!